Day in, day out, over millions of people travel within or outside their locality to visit places, enjoy facilities, have time with their family, and engage in businesses. This is the definition of tourism. Here is JCL Tutorials. I'm coming your way with a very interesting lesson on tourism in Ghana and across the world. Now, stay glued, take your pen and pick your jotters and make some notes. We'll focus more on Ghana, but we'll also look at what tourism brings to us, and we'll look at why most Ghanaians do not go on tour. Now, so when people travel within their own locality, we call that domestic tourism. But when they go outside their locality, we call that external tourism. So those are the two major forms of tourism that we can have, or categories. Now, with the definition of tourism, we said is the activity that involves traveling from one place to the other to enjoy facilities within or outside one's locality. So we've already indicated that. So when you pick this topic generally or in a broad sense, there are some terms that we can also look at here apart from the term or the word tourism. So we look at leisure, scenery, and so leisure is a time taking off one's normal duty, your own normal duty. You are engaging in a whole lot of work or tasks that you are performing at the workplace, but you try to take some short time off and then you have some relaxation, and that becomes leisure for you. Students do that. They have their break time, they read their storybooks. Some decide to go to the playground, play football, table tennis, and so on. Those are short games you can have. So normally, but tourism takes a longer period of time. Okay, people can spend weeks, they can spend months, or even a whole year. But there is a purpose for that. So we look at reasons why people go on tour, and then the benefits they actually derive from going on tour. When we talk about sceneries, we look at the general appearance of the man-made and the artificial things on a particular landscape. So how the thing is interesting or catching the eye of people. People would want to view, see, and then visit such attractions. That becomes a scenery. So there are tourist attractions that we can say they are all sceneries because they attract a lot of people. They draw people from different corners of the world. But there are some sceneries that are actually not categorized as tourist attractions. Perhaps it's not a venture or a place that is making a lot of money or doesn't fulfill any particular purpose. So we just leave that there. Yeah, so this is the Adamit Bridge, one of the popular tourist sites in Ghana. So we're getting closer and closer. Yeah, so that bridge you are seeing over there is across the Volta River. We are on the River Volta right now, and some can also describe it as a Volta Lake or Lake Volta, the largest man-made lake in the whole world. Yes, because of the effort that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah put in to divert it from its source from Burkina Faso down to this place. So this is going straight to Ghana, and then parts of Keta meeting the lagoon over there. Yeah, so the bridge was renovated recently, so now the cars, the vehicles can move on it. We were told that the former president of Ghana, the late Lieutenant George Rawlings, was able to pass under this bridge with an aircraft. Well, maybe you and I were not there. So I'm still looking for that video to see how it was done. So these are people on tour on the bridge, enjoying themselves, enjoying the social benefits of tourism. At this view, you think you can just get up, jump over the bridge, or grab the people on it. That's impossible. So we are getting under the bridge. That's why I'm taking it. It's a well constructed facility. So we are almost under the bridge. So you can see another bridge. That's it. Yes. We are completely under the bridge. It's so nice. So that's nature. These are serious natural landscape. Why do people go on tour? So there are benefits of tourism, and then there is also reasons why people go on tour. So I always teach students to be smart enough to use one stone to kill two birds. That's what we are going to be doing here right now. So we have reasons why people go on tour, and then we have benefits of tourism. Now they are related. This is what you do. If you know the reasons why people go on tour, then definitely that becomes a benefit, because the benefits are in categories. We have social benefits, economic benefits, we have cultural benefits, we have religious benefits, health benefits. There are lots of them. We can look at the reasons. So the reasons will fall under each of the categories. So if you pick something like a reason, people go on tour to enjoy social facilities, socialize with people, have fun, entertain themselves, and then meet with families. That particular reason will fall under social benefits. So that is how you explain that. So if the question is specific, asking you or demanding that you should describe four benefits of tourism, you need to write the categories as a point. Social benefits. Then you now pick the example I just gave, the entertainment, the socialization. That becomes the explanation under it. But if the question is just straightforward, give four reasons why people go on tour, you just stick to that. But you can still write the categories as part of the explanation, just to throw a bit of light. Let the examiner know that you know what you are writing, and then you understand the categories, and you know they are interrelated with the reasons why people go on tour. Another reason why people go on tour could also be to engage in business activities. So you know where that will fall. That will fall under the category economic benefits. You get it now? Yes. So what does that business activity, or that point, what does it entail? You need to state categorically there under the point that people engage in buying and selling at this tourist site. When you visit this tourist site, you meet people buying artifacts. Some are selling. So those who are selling are there to make money. Foodstuffs. You have the hotel industry. People are there to rent out their accommodation out to these tourists to stay, okay, and enjoy the facilities. So that's business. That's a business, and it affects our economy positively. People also go on tour to learn about culture, other people's way of life, understand their way of life, and then be able to adapt or adopt some of the good things, traditions, norms, and values that such people practice. So that will fall under what? Cultural benefits. So you can give examples. There are a lot of festivals celebrated in Ghana where you have people, tourists from outside Ghana or people within visiting such festival. Omowo, Safotufiam, Fetu Afasha, Kwesidae, Ogbechocho, and all these are festivals that you can list. Give examples there. Yes, let's come to religious benefits. And the reason will be that people visit or travel or go on tour to fulfill their religious obligations. So we have the Muslims visiting the pilgrimage or going to Mecca to just fulfill their religious obligation. So that will fall under religious benefits. Then we have Christians. Some decide to tour, go to places where they have mentioned that they find in their Bible, and they will want to go and see whether these things really exist. So we've heard about religious leaders going to Jerusalem, going to where Jesus was born, and the tomb, and visit mountains where the commandments were delivered to Moses, and all these things. Yes, so they are interesting, of course. So that will fall under religious benefits. In a way, we can also extend it to the political area or terrain or ecosystem. People can decide to go on tour to take part in meetings, seminars, or go for summits or something and learn a lot about governance system, political system, just to come and enrich what they are also practicing in their own area, community, or country. So that will fall under political benefits. Health benefits. Those who go with a mind to go and enjoy nature in order to improve on their health. Fitness exercises. A lot of people do that. Those who go on the paragliding, people go visit the gym and all these activities that we can put under the health benefit. We find some of these institutions, NGOs, at these tourist sites or attractions, and they are engaging in screening, health screening, eye screening, testing people's HIV status. All these can fall under health benefits. I think this is very clear. So you now know the categories of the benefits, and you know the reasons why people go on. So now let's come to where the issue is. Why is it that most Ghanaians, I wouldn't say all Ghanaians or Ghanaians, because some do show a lot of interest in tourism. Now, the reasons why most Ghanaians don't go on tour can translate into the problems that the tourism industry in Ghana is facing. When you look at what is happening from the statistics, articles on the internet by people, journalists, researchers have proven that lots of outsiders, whites, people from the Western world, people from Asia, love to visit Ghana or Africa, parts of Africa, more than we go out there. Perhaps there is some level of difficulty or something, but I'm just giving a general or some general reasons here. One, the economic status of the people. So, in just simple thing, poverty. We have a lot of people here who are not endowed. They are not ready to spend money. Not that they are not ready, they are not willing. They wouldn't spend their hard-earned money that they even find it difficult to save on these things. So they see them as irrelevant or things that will soak their finances. So they would want to rather focus on their personal lives and provide their basic needs, food, shelter, clothing, just for their family. So poverty is a factor here. It's really one of the issues that is affecting people and is preventing them or not making them engage in tourism. The poor security at tourist sites. Some of the tourist sites, cases have been reported that people, children get kidnapped, or even where we have the canopy walk, for instance. If there is an accident there, you don't expect people to go there. They will be scared. People want there where there is safety, where their lives can be secured, their property, their goods can be safe, and they wouldn't want to risk their life to go on such journeys or travel to places where they will experience such bad occurrences. So they would rather stay in their own community and not go anywhere. So That is also one of the things. We can also talk about the fact that some of the facilities at the tourist sites are not in good shape, and that's true. That's true. In Ghana, most of the facilities, people will want to go to a place where they can have their comfort, sit, enjoy the facilities, and then also experience memorable times that they want to record or recall when they come back home. So when they come to such places and they can't even find the washrooms, summer huts, the places where they can sit and even have their conversation, where they will sit and even eat, see, and even the accommodation itself. If these facilities are in bad shape, they would not like to visit the tourist site. So it's also one of the factors or things that is preventing people from visiting the tourist sites in Ghana. We are focusing on Ghana. We can also forget the issue of poor road network. Poor roads. When the road network, the roads connecting people's locality to the destination or to the tourist sites, when the roads are in poor or bad shape, they will not risk their life. Some go with their own vehicles, their own mode of transportation. They fear that their cars or vehicles will break down on the road and such repairs cannot be catered for. They can't waste their money on such journeys, so they would stay at home. Superstitious and traditional beliefs. In areas where we have these natural sceneries, the forest, the rivers, I'll focus on those ones. Some communities look at these and then tag these forests or these natural features as evil forest. This river is for the gods, and we don't allow people to cross. We don't allow boats to sail or move on them, and human activities. And so when that happens, people will not love to visit such places or not even show interest at all. And you know that thing when people hear evil, evil, there are spirits living in such rivers and forests. So when they hear these things, they are scared to visit such tourist sites. So traditional beliefs, or we can also say superstitious beliefs, they are strong in Africa though, so you can't run away from that fact. So I'm sure you are getting the picture of the entire problem that we are facing. All these reasons can translate into a problem, as I've already said. And when you look at what we have, the numerous storage facilities, from the statistics in 2022, we're told that a lot of people visited the Kakun forest. Yes, and when you get to Volta region, it has a lot of these eco tourist sites. And when you go there, the mountains are there, the Volta River is there. So you visit these places. The private sector has improved. They've tried their best because they've been able to attract a lot of foreign tourists. And when they come in, we earn a lot of foreign exchange. So when you go to places like the Akuse Club at the Royal Senchi, you visit these places. They are nicely kept and neat rooms, and the area, when you come out, you want to view the natural features, you enjoy them. Good. So one of the things that I can also say about reasons why people, most Ghanaians, do not go on tour, to add to what the lots that I've said, is the fact that we don't appreciate natural features. Yes, we don't appreciate natural features. We don't see the essence of going to stand and watch flowers or even insects. Yes, butterfly. You see a lot of foreigners doing that. They like to just go to the beach, watch the waves, and then people surfing, and they want to see the sea. Okay, they want to see the surface of the water and how blue, how gray, or whatever it is. The sky is even an attraction to a lot of people. But we see, some of us see such things as, what is wrong with these people? Why? Is it the sky they've not seen before? Is it flowers they've not seen before? So you see, our mentality, though, yeah, and that's why we don't show interest or value nature. Yeah, people want to go to the zoo and then watch these wildlife, animals, bush animals, and then these strange species of living organisms. Yes, that we have. Okay, let's turn our attention to the importance, economic importance of tourism, how it affects our development. Massive, massive. Foreign exchange is key because we have a lot of foreigners coming into our country. Statistics or records have shown that we've had about over 39,000 tourists from the United States alone coming into Ghana around 2020. Look at this. Even that number was down because of COVID. 2019 COVID, and then 2020 the thing was still there. So traveling was a bit restricted. Now, when we look at previous years, we've hit not less than 900,000 people just from the United States alone coming into our country. You see, so there are reports indicating or giving out these numbers, and that tells you the foreign exchange earnings that we can derive. So when you look at Ghana, in Ghana's case, for instance, tourism is said to be the fourth largest foreign exchange earner. You get it? So that is what we are obtaining from there. When the foreigners come, they spend. There will be conversion of their foreign currency into our local currency, and then even some use their local currency to pay for hotel bills, and then restaurant or whatever services are given to them or offered to them here in Ghana. And that is how we are able to earn a stock of such foreign currencies, and that is good for our economy. Revenue generation, internally, we have people going in and out, the food vendors, the taxi drivers, all those in the hotel businesses, the hoteliers. These people are also generating a lot of revenue because buying and selling is going on. Artifacts. We also have the workers in this industry, the tourism industry, who also pay taxes. Yeah, their salaries. When they are employed, they pay taxes. So such taxes go to the government as revenue. Let's talking about the people who are employed in this industry, that should tell you that another economic importance of tourism is the employment creation. It gives jobs to a lot of people. Lots of people are able to earn money for themselves. I read something on the internet where in India alone, millions of people just in that industry alone, and they are working there using that work as their livelihood. So that is good for us to, if we expand or promote the industry, we'll get a lot of people employed in this sector. Accountants, secretaries, engineers in this field. We need all of them, all these workers, receptionists, taxi drivers, the sellers, food vendors, traders. Then we can't also forget the fact that tourism promotes infrastructure development. If a tourist site or attraction is sited at a place or a location, definitely government will turn attention to that place. Or if people are going in to just view the site, whether it's a natural tourist attraction or artificial, government will make sure that the roads leading to such areas are in good shape, and electricity will be put there. Before you know, schools and other facilities will be put there, and the place develops. So tourism can affect infrastructure. So when we develop it well, it will promote infrastructure development too in the country. I believe you are enjoying the lesson or the discussion so far. So when you look at other angles too, we can talk about the prestige that it gives to a particular country. Some countries are known for their beautiful islands. Some countries are known for their oceans. Some countries are known for their nice ecosystem, their tourist sites. So yes, Ghana must also be known for something. We have a lot of tourist sites. When we have these blacks or black Americans, people in the diaspora who trace their ancestors to the Gold Coast, they come here, visit the Osu Castle, Elmina Castle, or those coastal areas just to see the places where the ancestors, our forefathers, were kept as slaves before they were taken across the Atlantic Ocean to America. These are some of the things they would want to obtain information about. Now, talking about information, let me add something to the reasons why people go on tour. So people also go on tour for historical reasons, to obtain historical information, to obtain information about the past, history, and learn about things that happened in the past. So that is that. So that will fall under historical benefit. You get it. So then educational benefit will come. Students embarking on tourism to do or conduct research yeah, to enrich their lessons or whatever they've learned in school. That is also a key thing. When they go to the botanical gardens to learn about plants, learn about flowers, learn about animals, this helps them. The science students, biology students, and then all the people, different fields of study. Now that we know the reasons why people don't go on tour, most Ghanaians don't go on tour, I think you can now tell the problems clearly. So I'd like you to make a list of the problems that we are facing. It could be funding. Yes, you are right. It could also be people not just showing interest because the places are not attractive enough. Yes, list them and add more of the problems. You are a Ghanaian, and I'm sure uh, other people also watching from different parts can identify some of these problems in their own countries. Yes, and this will help you. Thank you for watching GCL tutorials. I believe you have enjoyed this particular lesson on tourism, and the few things I've said here, we've added them to what you already know. If you have questions, put them in the comment section. Make sure you make it a point to tour places within and outside your locality. Let's all promote the tourism industry in Ghana, sell it to other people outside Ghana.